Life is complex, so is our mental health. It cannot be understood by diagnosis alone. Our philosophy is treat the person, not the mental illness.
Prior to using this hypnotic script, it is very important for you to know that you should not be doing this while driving a vehicle or anything else that requires you to be awake and alert, as this could be very dangerous. Be in a place in which you can just fully let go, relax, and participate in that full hypnotic experience. I would like to talk to you for a moment to see if you would like to feel more comfortable and relaxed than what you might expect. I'm quite sure that it will seem to you that I have really done nothing, that nothing has happened at all. You may feel a little bit more relaxed in a moment, but I doubt that you'll notice any other changes. I'd like you to notice, though, if you're surprised by anything else that you might notice. Okay, then really the best way to begin to feel more comfortable is to just begin sitting or lying as comfortably as you can right now. So go ahead and adjust yourself to the most comfortable position that you would like, and that's fine. Now I'd like you to notice how much more comfortable you can feel by just taking one very big, satisfying, and deep breath. Go ahead, be a big, deep, satisfying breath, and that's fine. You may already notice how good that feels, how warm your neck and shoulders can feel. Now then, I'd like for you to take 4 more very deep, very comfortable breaths. And as you exhale, I want you to notice, just notice how comfortable your shoulders can become and how comfortable your eyes can feel when they close. And when they close, just let them stay closed. That's right. Just notice. Notice how comfortable and relaxed your eyes feel. And notice how, as you exhale, you can just feel that relaxation beginning to sink in. And good, that's fine. As you continue to breathe comfortably and deeply and rhythmically, all I'd like you to do is just picture in your mind's eye, just imagine a staircase, any kind you'd like, with 20 steps, and you at the top. Now, you don't need to see all 20 steps at once. You can see any or all of the staircase any way you'd like, and that's just fine. Just notice yourself at the top of the staircase and the step that you're on and any others that you'd like. However you see it is just fine. Now, in a moment, but not yet, I'm going to count out loud from 1 to 20. As you may have already guessed, as I count each number, I'd like you to step down the staircase. See yourself stepping down. Feel yourself stepping down 1 step for each number that I count. And all you need to do is just notice how much more comfortable and relaxed you can feel at each step as you go down the staircase. one step for each number that I count. The larger the number, the farther down the staircase. The farther down the staircase, the more comfortable you can feel. One step for each number. All right. You can begin to get ready. I'm going to begin. 1 step down the staircase. 2 steps down the staircase. That's fine. 3 steps down the staircase, and maybe you already notice how much more relaxed that you feel. I wonder if there are places in your body that feel more relaxed than others. Perhaps your shoulders are more relaxed than your neck. Perhaps your legs feel more relaxed than your arms. I don't know, and it really doesn't matter. All that matters is that you feel comfortable. That's all. 4 steps down the staircase. Perhaps feeling already places in your body beginning to relax. I wonder if the deep, relaxing, restful heaviness in your forehead is already beginning to spread and flow down across your eyes, down across your face, into your mouth and jaw, down through your neck, deep, restful, heavy. 5 steps down the staircase, a quarter of the way down, and already beginning perhaps to really enjoy your relaxation and comfort. 6 steps down the staircase, perhaps beginning to notice that the sounds which were distracting become less so, that all the sounds you can hear become part of your experience of comfort and relaxation. Anything you can notice, it becomes part of your experience of comfort and relaxation. 7 steps down the staircase. And that's fine. Perhaps noticing the heavy, restful, comfortable, relaxing feeling spreading down into your shoulders or arms. I wonder if you notice one arm feeling heavier than the other. Perhaps your left arm feels a bit heavier than your right arm does. Perhaps your right arm feels a bit heavier than your left arm does. I don't know. Perhaps they both feel equally heavy, comfortably heavy. It really doesn't matter. Just letting yourself become more and more aware of that comfortable heaviness. Or is it a feeling of lightness? I don't know, and it really doesn't matter. 8 steps down the staircase, perhaps noticing that even as you relax, your heart seems to actually beat much faster and harder than you might expect. Perhaps noticing the tingling in your fingers. Perhaps wondering about the fluttering of your eyelids. 9 steps down the staircase, breathing comfortably, slowly, deeply, restful, noticing the heaviness really beginning to sink in as you continue to notice that pleasant, restful, comfortable relaxation just spread through your body. And then 10 steps down the staircase, halfway to the bottom of the staircase, wondering perhaps what might be happening, perhaps wondering if anything is happening at all, yet knowing that it really doesn't matter, feeling so pleasantly restful, just continuing to notice the growing, spreading, comfortable relaxation. 11 steps down the staircase, noticing maybe that as you feel increasingly heavy, more and more comfortable, there's nothing to bother you, nothing to disturb you as you become deeper and deeper relaxed. 12 steps down the staircase. I wonder if you notice how easily you can hear the sound of my voice, how easily you can understand the words I say with nothing to bother you and nothing to disturb you. 13 steps down the staircase, feeling more and more the real enjoyment of this relaxation and comfort. 14 steps down the staircase, noticing that sinking, restful pleasantness as your body seems to go down deeper, with nothing to bother you, nothing to disturb you, as you're held comfortably and warmly. 15 steps down the staircase, 3/4 of the way down the staircase, deeper and deeper relaxed. Absolutely nothing to do at all, but just enjoy yourself. 16 steps down the staircase, wondering if perhaps what you might expect at the bottom of the staircase, and yet knowing how much more ready you are to truly feel relaxed. Become deeper and deeper relaxed, more and more comfortable with nothing to bother you and nothing to disturb you. 17 steps down the staircase, closer and closer to the bottom, perhaps feeling your heart beating harder and harder, perhaps feeling that heaviness in your arms and legs become even more clearly comfortable, knowing that nothing matters except your enjoyment of your experience of comfortable relaxation with nothing to bother you, nothing to disturb you. 18 steps down the staircase, almost to the bottom, with nothing to bother you as you continue to go deeper and deeper relaxed, heavy, comfortable, restful, relaxed, with nothing really to do, no one to please, no one to satisfy, just the ability to be where you are and to be able to notice how very comfortable you can feel as you continue to slowly breathe so comfortably and restful. 19 steps down the staircase, almost to the bottom of the staircase, with nothing to bother you, nothing to disturb you, as you continue to feel more and more comfortable, more and more rested, more and more comfortable, just noticing how you feel. And now, 20, at the bottom of the staircase, more and more comfortable, more and more relaxed with every breath you take. Because you are now at peace and relaxed, you can be successful at reaching any goal that you set, at losing weight. You are imagining that you have lost the amount of weight that you no longer want or need, and that you have maintained that weight loss. You imagine and feel and think of yourself as slimmer, thinner, muscles tight, total body in shape. Your unconscious self will now act on this image and realize and actualize this image. You will allow yourself to lose weight. Lose the amount of weight that you no longer want or need, and to maintain that weight loss. You change negative eating patterns into good patterns now. You allow this to take place easily, effortlessly, and you now imagine for a moment a table in front of you, and you fill this table with foods that are harmful to you. Foods that are harmful to your body and emotion. You imagine these foods. They are sweets, snack foods, and junk foods. You place them on the table. These foods are all harmful to you. They are like a poison to your system. These kinds of foods cause you to gain weight that you no longer want or need. If you choose to eat any of these foods, you will find yourself eating very small amounts. A very minute amount of these types of foods satisfies you completely. And it satisfies you completely. You couldn't eat another bite. So now you push these foods off the table, push them away from you. Your body rejects these foods. Your minds and emotions reject these foods. You clear the table in front of you. And now, on that empty table, you place many foods that you enjoy anyway. Good, healthy foods. Foods that contain fewer calories and that are helpful for you. Foods that include cucumbers, strawberries, blueberries, raspberries, cashews. You see these foods in front of you, foods that are satisfying and that you feel are delicious: walnuts, cherry or grape tomatoes, snap peas, mangoes. These foods are delicious and satisfying. Kiwi, apple, asparagus, broccoli. These foods bring with them a great deal of nutrition, and it shows kindness and compassion for your body. Acorn squash, butter squash, sweet potatoes, chicken breast. You find these foods delicious and satisfying. Whitefish, salmon, fruit smoothies. These foods are delicious and satisfying, and you're able to enjoy them, and you're able to feel good as you consume these foods, and you only need the amount that your body needs, and then you feel satisfied. So the fruits that you enjoy, they're cool, clean, and crisp. The vegetables that you enjoy are delicious. You see those good, healthy foods on the table, and you imagine eating those good foods. And you eat slowly. You eat slowly. Whether you are speaking to someone, conversing with them while you eat or not, you are totally aware of the amount that you are eating, and you eat modest portions, and then you stop, and that feels fine. And that feels fine. You eat correct and reasonable amounts, and you're totally satisfied. You're totally satisfied. You're satisfied from one meal to the next, and have little to no desire to snack in between. You feel totally proud of yourself. You reflect on all the positive things in your life, the goals and successes you have already achieved, and you know that you will continue to be successful, reaching every goal that you have, and creating the most healthy and positive life for yourself. You now imagine seeing yourself with the body that you want. Your stomach is flat. Your hips and thighs are firm and trim. Your legs are firm and slim. You feel great, and you can have compassion for your body. You are relaxed and peaceful, and food is less and less important, and you are more comfortable eating more slowly. Snacking is becoming unimportant to you, regardless of where you are or what you're working on. At home or at work, you can eat small amounts of food in a restaurant, and you will eat more slowly. You may even leave part of your meal on your plate, and that's just fine. Regardless of stress that you are experiencing, you're more at peace and relaxed, and food is less important to you. You feel proud of yourself. The rewards to you are tremendous. And now, whenever you think of eating, you choose those good, healthy foods, and you eat the correct amount. And when you have eaten the correct amount, you stop eating. You stop eating. You stop eating. You may even leave some food on your plate, and that is just fine. You simply stop eating. and connect to a sense of peace and relaxation. And allow that sense of confidence now and peace now to flow through you. You are more motivated than you ever have been before to create the most healthy and positive life for yourself. To change old eating patterns into good, new eating patterns. To lose the amount of weight you no longer want or need, and to maintain that weight loss. You now have new ways of dealing with old habits. When you are hungry, you find that you may not actually need food. A drink of water may satisfy you and curb your appetite. When you're bored, you decide to complete small tasks that you may have not had time to do in that day. When you are stressed, you'll take a few minutes to breathe and think of some positive ways and how to fix the current issues that you're stressed about. When you're happy, you'll be able to direct that amazing feeling at the people that are around you and be positive. You'll be able to connect with your children, such as giving them a hug or taking a few minutes to dance with them. When you are sad, you're going to send a text message. Perhaps you'll text your mom to tell her why you're sad. And if she's available, then you'll potentially video chat with her to talk with her about that feeling and about how things are going in your life. When you feel lonely, you'll take a few minutes to meditate, focus on breathing, and then you'll find something that helps to occupy you and redirect you from that feeling of loneliness. When you're watching TV, then you may get up and move around a little bit if you feel like eating. Perhaps you'll do a few squats or sit-ups. Perhaps you'll snuggle with your daughters if they're there. When you're in a group, you'll decide that you're going to eat a small amount, and then you'll feel full. You'll walk around and talk with different people and socialize in those situations. When you are transitioning between the office and home, then you'll take the time to enjoy the scenery around you, or you'll make a phone call so that you're able to have a distraction from that moment. When you have downtime and you feel like eating, you'll transition yourself into something else, like reading, to take your mind off of that sense of having too much downtime. During times in which you need love, you'll think about all the people that you have in your life that love you. Perhaps you'll give your children a hug and a kiss. Perhaps you will connect with your dog. When you need a reward, you'll reward yourself with positive affirmations about how good of a mom that you are and how good of a person you are. When you need companionship, you'll connect with a friend through texting or calling or a family member so that you feel that connection. Or perhaps you'll meet up with someone and take a walk. Whenever you're in a place in which you need to do something, there's always something around the house for work, and you can keep yourself busy with it. And if you can't find something to do, then you'll go for a walk. If you need to be in a transition and changing activities, then you'll look for something new to do and try it. When you're in a spot in which you find yourself wanting to eat something to compensate for something unpleasant, then you'll find something that's positive and try to neutralize some of the intensity of that negative sensation. When you need to relax, you'll use that time wisely by lying down, shutting your eyes, meditating, reconnecting with that sense of relaxation. When you need to feel secure, you'll curl up in a blanket. If you're at work, you'll do some stretches, some yoga poses in the office until you feel more comfortable. These new habits that you just committed to will make permanent weight loss possible. You will feel wonderful, and you can begin to experience a new and healthy, vital energy that flows through your body and mind, and your thoughts become positive, confident. You reflect on all of the positive aspects of your life, your intelligence, your creativity, and you see yourself as an attractive person, as the attractive person that you are. And you allow these positive feelings to grow stronger and stronger in every day, in every night. And these feelings will continue to stay with you today and the next day and the days after that and the weeks after that as you integrate this change into your life. Now, take a moment to just really connect with that feeling of peace and relaxation. And because of that peace and relaxation, you have a great deal of energy. And as you come to the end of your experience, you find yourself back at the staircase. This time, with the experience that you've had, you feel so much better. You feel so much more energetic. You feel so much more full of energy. And so you're going to take the stairs 2 steps at a time. And I will begin to count from 10 to 1. With each number that I count, you will come 2 steps up the stairs, becoming more and more awake, more and more alert. 10, feeling wonderful. 9, feeling more and more alert. 8, 7, rising up. 6, 5, 4, becoming more connected to your physical environment. 3, 2, and 1, your eyes opening, becoming fully awake and fully alert. Thank you for joining us today. We hope that this message has been as meaningful to you as it has been to us. If you're looking for help, you can find us on Facebook at Humanizing Mental Health.